Right edition, welcome, happy day, unless you're in New York City, and if you're a right-wing guy, the new administration there, they don't like us. The left wing seems to think that the right, they're bad. We're not. If it wasn't for us, they couldn't exist because they manage our affairs, they take away our rights, and they do it when they're taking our money to live. Makes me crazy. Hey, the U.S. government right now is a left-wing administration. They spend $200 million per hour of every day. And this is money that they don't have. There's $20 trillion worth of debt in America today. $10 trillion of it has been incurred over the course of the last 3 to 4 years. Holy smokers, the U.S. has more debt than any other country in history. Left-wingism. How you liking it? Doesn't seem to work for me. Shutters and boards. Hey, let's have a song and lighten things up. That would be Dean Martin. Many artists recorded that song, but Dean Martin kind of has the favorite, certainly to me. Audie Murphy wrote that song. Who would have thunk that? He was a songwriter, he was a movie star, but in his first life, he was the most famous soldier in World War II. He was a combat soldier. He put down upwards to 275 of the enemy in one day, one single day, and every day he did something else. He was the most highly decorated soldier of all time in the American military, and he was decorated by 2 other countries, Belgium and France. What a success story, and poor guy, he died in a private airplane crash. I think he was in his 40s. He wasn't very old, but you know, he made lots of movies and pretty nice songs. Wanted to share that with you. Canadian Arab Federation recently sued the Canadian government. These guys have been getting grants. That would be from you if you're a Canadian taxpayer. They've been getting $1 million a year. For a lot of years. Nobody seems to know how many, but it would appear 20 or so do that. Back and see how you like it. And the government finally come out of the ether, or somebody there did at least, and said, hey, you guys, you're affiliated with terrorism. We don't like that. We're taking your money away. The terrorist guys, they sued them and said, you got to keep paying us. We need your money so we can send it home and kind of help our cause. The good news is that they weren't successful wholly. Prime Minister Harper in Canada. You know what, regardless of what your politics are, you got to respect the position, I guess. He is the leader of that country. Recently in Vancouver, a whole bunch of activists, environmentalist activists, got behind him. They were touching him. They were that close, and the security allowed it to happen. They kind of fell asleep at the table, don't you think? And here's what happened. Here's what one of the security people said. I wouldn't be surprised if some Mounties will be transferred to send a very strong message. Duh, transferred? How about fired without pay forever? I mean, that's a terrible thing. You got a prime minister of a country, and you got all these bad guys up there. They could be armed, they could have knives, they could do anything, and transfer somebody. Good grief. Let me end today with this. Liberals. The liberals want to have a paradise. I think they really mean heaven, but we don't know what they mean for sure, because they're liberals, you know. I can describe a paradise to them, not heaven. That's the ultimate paradise. But this paradise, all liberals should go to. Everybody is treated equally. That's what they like. You get great food, you get free medical, free health care, and everyone there doesn't have a gun. Only the police and the guards have guns, because it's prison. That's where they belong. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.